And hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to more of Phillies baseball here on the Bilskie channel on YouTube here, as we're getting set for Game 2 of this three-game series between the Fightin' Phils and the Atlanta Braves. And now I'm able to get back on here. I had a little HVAC problem earlier on today. Those of you who follow the page know exactly what I'm talking about. So we sort of got it remedied, at least for the time being, but there you see Jake Arrieta, Jake the Snake, looking for win number 12 to be opposed by Sean Newcomb of the Braves, and here is today's starting lineup. Pretty much the same, except we got Josh Harrison in there today at second base, giving Scott Kingery a much-needed day off. But there's your starting lineup. Andrew McCutchen leads off, playing left field. Mean Gene Segura there at third base will be batting second. Bryce Harper, the right fielder, batting third. The big fella Rhys Hoskins, the first baseman, bats cleanup, batting fifth. The catcher, the captain, JT Real Muto. Didi Gregorius, the shortstop, batting sixth. Roman Quinn there, the center fielder, will be batting seventh. Josh Harrison, as I mentioned, in for Scott Kingery today. He'll be playing second base and batting ninth. And pitching will be Jake the Snake Arrieta. And there you see the starting nine for your 52-10 Philadelphia Phillies. It's McCutchen, Segura, Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, Gregorius, Quinn, Harrison, and Arrieta. And yes, Jake the Snake looking for win number 12 against the Bravos, as we're getting set to take you to the field for Game 2 of this afternoon game between the Phils and the Braves. We'll take you to the action.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Stay tuned for Braves baseball starting now. Sean Newcomb will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he misses inside with that one, ball one. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
The 2-0. Back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, D-Row, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in a count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
Gene Segura standing in. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base too.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Right.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's the guy you want at the plate, currently leading the National League in that category.
And man, is he coming off a hot month, guys. He had over 30 runs driven in.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Now the 2-0 home. And it's fouled away. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Ball hit out to Albies at second base. Throw gets him, 2 down. At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which sits third best in the National League.
Yeah, he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his teammates are hoping he can keep this up all the way into the fall.
The 1-0.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
And he fouls this one off. The set and the 2-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
The set and the 2-2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. JT Realmuto would be next. He's set. The 3-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Phillies strand 1. It's the Phillies nothing. Braves coming up. Jake Arrieta is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, coming on now to pitch his former NL Cy Young Award winner, Jake Arrieta. Good fastball, 95 to 97. Great overhand curveball and a straight changeup. Former Cy Young Award winner. If he brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Hoskins has it. And that's out number 1.
Batting second, the center fielder, Nick
Markakis digging in now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a swing by Markakis as this is pulled on the ground to second. On to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Digging in, Freddie Freeman. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
Arrieta's ready, coming at him with the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
This is pulled into right. Harper is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. So next to the plate for the Phils, JT Realmuto. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1. Lifetime versus this pitcher. 2 hits in 7 tries. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 pitch. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The shortstop,
Here's Didi Gregorius, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
Guy continues to swing a hot bat. Hit over 300 last month. We'll see if he can keep scorching here in this one.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Realmuto stands at second with no outs. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Hit down the line at first. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, Roman Quinn, as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. The 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. And they're runners at the corners now. High pop up. Culberson is there. 2 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 49. Jake.
Coming to the plate now, Jake Arrieta. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. Another look to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air to center. On the move is Markakis. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Phillies leave a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Leading up for the Braves.
First offering on its way.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
The 1-0. Popped him up. Real Muto has a play. 1 out.
Batting fifth, the left field.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's the second out.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next to bat will be the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Arrieta into the windup. First pitch on the way.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
In there, strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
No balls and a strike to count. Two down, runners at first and second. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
A little roller toward the hole. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta. We'll move to the third with no score. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP Andrew McCutchen. First delivery to him on the way. This one's down to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And that'll bring up Gene Segura. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Now the 2-0 home. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Ozuna on the run. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Third inning, no score to this point. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Rhys Hoskins will be next. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 0-1 the count.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. The set and the 1-1, and there's ball 2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Three and 1. Here it is. And that misses. Ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
So striding in, JT Realmuto, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Here's the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Grounded back up the middle. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping up to the plate, Sean Newcomb, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Sean Newcomb.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope, that's a ball.
Hit down the third base line. Segura fields it cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now back, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Albies with a 1-1 count now. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Now back, the center fielder, Nick Markakis.
So 2 gone now, and here's Markakis. First delivery to him on the way. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring forth the power-speed combination, Didi Gregorius.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. All right, now, so time for the Braves Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who are having big-time success at the high levels of the minor leagues. So now to the plate, Roman Quinn, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Oh, and this deflects right off him. The throw into second. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
The batter number 7, second baseman, John Harrison.
And that'll bring up Josh Harrison as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Ozuna looks up, and that one is gone. A solo shot here to left, his first home run of the season, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Standing in now, Jake Arrieta. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. The relay, and he's going to make it there barely as he's into second base with a double.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Popped up. Freeman shading to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning.
Freeman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
The 1-0. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Acuna digs in now. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, pretty impressive if you ask me. So many times you beat a sinker into the ground, you end up grounding out to third. You're running down to first base, and you're so upset at yourself. At least he got under the thing. He knows his bat playing is pretty decent.
1 ball, no strikes the count. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Hit on the ground to third. There's Segura. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 20, Martin. Ozuna.
2 gone now in the Braves half of the 4th, and that'll bring up the big RBI bat of Marcell Ozuna. Arrieta into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Right back to the mound for Arrieta. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Digging in and looking for more, Jean Segura. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Segura turns and goes to second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
So digging in now, Bryce Harper, 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Harper swings and sends a ball well hit out to right. Looking up Acuna, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper, number 25 for him on the year, and the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
And with one swing at a bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed. He's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Swung on and missed, 1-1. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Popped him up. Flowers over to his left. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Now batting, JT Realmuto. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. JT Realmuto with a solo shot. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
The 1-0. Fouled off. Three runs already home here. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. The 1-2. Grounded to the right. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not, and trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Cole Hamels enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Cole Hamels.
Stepping in now, Roman Quinn, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the 0-1. This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Ozuna at the track. The wall. Gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Josh Harrison stands in. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0. Hit on the ground is short. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Philadelphia, the pitcher, Jake Arrieta.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they really tee off here for 5 runs in the inning, thanks in large part to 3 big flies. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Stepping in for the Braves, Charlie Culberson. He reached on a single in his first try. And the pitch.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Hit out towards second, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up all game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Debro, but you try to in between starts to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Runners on first with one down. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Got him.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Ender Inciarte is going to grab a bat now and hit for the pitcher Hamels. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Line towards center field. Quinn will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. One left for Atlanta. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. 8 of their hits have gone for extra bases. So they're not only putting the ball in play and getting on base, they are doing so with authority. And that has this dugout feeling awfully good about themselves, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Grant Dayton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well, his second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June. Into the box, Gene Segura. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Sent out to straightaway center field. Markakis has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, and he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Now the 1-0. Six runs, 13 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. popped him up. Riley in foul ground. Oh, he botched it. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a two-run shot to right center, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins as he hits one on a line to left field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
At the plate now, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Neil Walker will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Still only 1 out in the inning.
Number 12, Neil Walker.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. Comes set and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
The 2-2. And there he goes towards second. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He's on the move again from first, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Phillies 8 and the Braves nothing. Neil Walker stays in the ballgame after pinch hitting as he'll take over at first base. So up steps Ozzie Albies, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Lays off 1-0. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Striding into the box, Nick Markakis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Now the pitch. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Just short, hit hard. Taken in by Gregorius. On to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Just a tick behind for a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit hard down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Arrieta sets. Here's the 0-2. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Braves strand 1. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Stepping in, Roman Quinn.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Here comes the first pitch. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Hit hard on the ground to third. Speared on the dive. Touché, sir. Now in the box, Josh Harrison. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Albies brings it in. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Striding in once again, Jake Arrieta. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Here comes the 0-1. Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. On the move is Ozuna. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Phillies down in order as the lead holds at 8-0. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Marcell Ozuna.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Too low, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Three balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Down the first base line, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Throw over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
The batter, number 8. Shortstop, Charlie Culberson.
Striding in, Charlie Culberson. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. A 1 pitch on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. There's 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Adam Hazley, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Swing and a miss on what should have been ball 3. Instead, the count goes to 2-1.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
The 2-1 on its way.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
The 3-1. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
From the stretch. Here's a high pop-up. Riley moving to his left. 1 out.
Now batting, right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Acuna going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The relay, and there are two away now. And now the tag is applied. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Austin Riley. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Adeiny Echeverria will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Right back to the mound for Arrieta. To second for one. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect Ozzie Albies. Fourth trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Braves go down quietly. Still 8-0. A.J. Minter comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
A.J.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Neil Walker, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sharp ground ball to third. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a look at ball one. The 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Back goes Markakis to the track, to the wall. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. JT Realmuto has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. Hit out towards second. Albies scoops it up. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 24.
Digging in once again, Roman Quinn. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first two.
Fouled off.
If you're on the mound right here, why not continue to climb the ladder if he's going to continue to swing at it?
The 0-2 home. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. Another one sent foul. One out, nobody on. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Hit hard but foul. The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. They've locked horns. Here's the next offering. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Acuna is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Standing in, Josh Harrison. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. Here comes the 0-1. Easy there, big fella. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. It's the Phillies 10 and the Braves nothing. Now at the plate, Nick Markakis. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but He certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Harper is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. This is line to left. Hazley is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the ninth.
Up next for Atlanta, the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Arrieta gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Final strike for the Braves. And another foul ball. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
10-0 the final shutout score in this one. The Phils scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Jake Arrieta earns his 12th victory in the ball game. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
All right. Well, the Phils were certainly an offensive juggernaut again today, as it was home runs abound. A lot of round trippers for the Phils today. JT Realmuto gets his career 100th home run. Gets it as a member of the Fightin' Phils as he goes 3 for 5 today with 2 home runs. He was one of 2 guys who got 2 home runs today. It was Bryce Harper who got number 25 and number 26 on the season today. So JT and Bryce both with 2 home runs on the day. Bryce with 2 two-run home runs. Of course, JT goes to 3 for 5 with 2 homers and a double. Roman Quinn also adding to the offense with a home run, 3 for 5. Mean Gene in there, 2 for 5 with 2 doubles. As we take you to the highlight reel, take a look at some of the action. Went down earlier on. Boy, I'm glad I started this guy. Josh Harrison gets his first home run of the season as he goes yard here in the top of the 4th. That opened up the scoring. Took to the 4th inning, but the Phillies would just be starting to get on a roll here as Bryce comes up and crushes this one towards South America as he puts this one in almost into that second mezzanine. Nope, hits off that brick wall there, and making it 3-0 there in the 5th. Fast forward, also we got JT here who goes yard as he goes a single round tripper here. That made it 4-0. That would be home run number 99 of his career, putting it in the, I guess that's the bullpen out there. And you see here, Roman Quinn got into the act too as he sends this one toward left field. And that was a 2-run jack as that made the score 6-0. There in the top of the 5th, it was home runs abound, as I said. The Phils were just on a roll today. And here's Bryce's second home run. This is home run number 26 as he crushes this one sending it out toward that Chick-fil-A sign, and he launches that one, another 2-run round tripper, making it 8-0. And that would be all the runs the Phillies would need to put this one away. That was a great play. Just a great play by the third baseman. Got to give credit where it's due. I'm sure that surprised Roman Quinn as well. And that wasn't all the runs, as here is JT's 100th career home run. Comes in the form of a 2-run home run, and that made it 10-0. Looks like a football score. But, yeah, Phils would hang on, and that man earns win number 12 on the season. Just an absolutely unbelievable performance as Ronald Acuna Jr. strikes out chasing the sinker. And that would do it, and that closes out Game 2 as the Phils win this one by a final score of 10-0. Yes, that your eyes do not deceive you. A huge fifth inning for the Phils that really capped it off. 1 in the fourth, 5 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, and another 2 just to make things interesting in the top half of the ninth. So 10 runs on 17 hits, no errors. Atlanta Braves just could not put a run across the plate, simply stated, as they managed to squander 5 hits. But it was a shutout win for JT. JT gets the player of the game, but a shutout and the 12th victory of the season for Jake the Snake. What a tremendous game for JT Realmuto, the captain. Just a great job. And, of course, JT getting his 100th career home run as Jake the Snake gets win number 12. And, okay, don't know, don't care. So Phil's now back off those 2 losses, now have won 3 straight. Starting with that last game in Miami, and last night that 5-2 win, and today they threw up a donut there for Atlanta as they managed to rattle off 10 runs in this one as Jake the Snake gets win number 12. He and Aaron Nola are now the only undefeated pitchers in baseball, and certainly matching records, 12-0. 12 wins, no losses. Unbelievable. And now we look for tomorrow, the final game of this road trip, as the Phils will send Zach Eflin to the bump tomorrow, and he'll be opposed by Mike Soroka. Zach Eflin, the last time he was out, did not get a decision. In fact, we took him out while the game was still tied. So it's starting to heat up as the month of June progresses on here, and the bats of the Phillies are starting to heat up. At least they did today, as the Phils take this one 10-0. And tomorrow, who knows? It might be a completely opposite game and completely opposite result. Who knows? Game of baseball, anything can happen, and certainly it can happen in this particular season. So that's it. Phils behind a lot of offense today. The bats were just absolutely on fire, en fuego, if you will, as JT, the top player spotlight player of the game, 3 for 5, 2 runs, 2 home runs, 3 runs batted in, and a double. The captain scoring also his 100th career home run. Jake the Snake earning win number 12. Sean Newcomb takes the loss. The Phillies just battered him and fried him pretty good. So he's out of here, and we are out of here as we look to tomorrow, as we go back to the calendar. The Phils, of course, maintaining a stronghold in the National League East, as they are now 17 games up on the Marlins, 18.5 games up on the Mets, 25 games up on these Braves, and 25.5 games up on the Nationals, as the Phillies just continue their dominance as the best team in baseball in this particular season, and hopefully it keeps going their way, as it makes it very interesting, and got to be honest, a joy to play, especially when they're winning. So that's it for today. Phils win this one in Game 2. The rubber match, well, there won't be a rubber match. Phillies have pretty much academically won this series. They have won 2 out of the 3. They may win tomorrow, which would be the sweep, but final score today, 10-0. Phils throw up a donut on the board. Tomorrow it's Zach Eflin versus Mike Soroka. We'll be back on the air here on the Bilskie channel around 1 o'clock. Try to get the game on around that time. But that's it for now, everybody. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you're staying cool wherever you are. Give a shout out to Bob, who really helped things out here today here at the Bilskie compound. And hopefully you enjoyed this game today, and hopefully you come back tomorrow as Phils will look to wrap up this road trip with Game 3 here in Atlanta against the Braves. So that's it for now, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a good afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow for more of Phillies baseball.